I was given a great task from a mysterious force. I gave myself the task to create a lightsaber hilt that powers my man cave lights. My roommate and I recently put in some Star Wars posters that we got for our film room, and I got these kind of poster lights to illuminate them. However, they came with this junky remote. But I want to feel like a Jedi every time I step into this room. So I invite you to come build with me a lightsaber hilt remote control. First things first, I remove the remote from its wrapping. A delicate procedure, after all, we don't want to hurt the little guy. But I still had to take the knife to it to remove this top layer, which revealed the control board underneath. There were just a few screws keeping it in its housing, so I had to remove those. Now it's important to take note of the on and off buttons, which you'll have to solder later. I used my digital calipers to measure the control board because I'd then be going into Blender to adjust the model that I got off Thingiverse and use my Bamboo Lab X1 Carbon 3D printer to print all the pieces that I had just modified. And after about 8 hours or so, you have yourself some pretty solid pieces. Straight off the bed, they look pretty decent, but they still have some work. Pull out your sandpaper. I'm using 220. And you're looking to get rid of all those layer lines and any imperfection in your prints. And this takes time, a lot of time. After being pretty satisfied with this first pass of sanding, I took him to the garage and gave him a nice fresh coat of Automotive filler primer. I'm sanding with 400 this time. Being very thorough to get into all those crevices and details. Again, this takes time. Good example of what spending a little extra time will do for your part. Now the black detail pieces, I didn't really do anything to them after they came off the print. I thought they looked pretty good. Now we sand again. Prime, and sand, and sand, and sand, and oh man.
I don't like sand.
Now back into the garage, then several light coats of Krylon Fusion gloss white paint yields a pretty solid finish already. What you're looking for is a pretty glossy finish on these pieces. Look at that shine. Now for that chrome look, I discovered a process using graphite powder. these electronics. Feeding the wires through all the parts that I printed. I soldered all the wires to the boards to their respective buttons and tested it out, and it works. Putting on the finishing details with those gold pieces, which I will show the process to that in a future video, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. And by golly, it works.
An elegant weapon, but a more civilized age.
Thank you so much for watching this video all the way through. If you did like it, please hit the like button. I plan on making videos like this quite consistently, and if you'd like to see them, please subscribe. I had a ton of fun doing this, and I hope you had as much fun watching it as I did making it. But until next time, thank you for watching. May the Force be with you.
Scores.